Well, for more on this, delighted to be joined by the film critic Van Connor. Van, tell us, what is it about James Bond that audiences just seem to keep wanting to lap up?
He's a character that's very malleable, that can change with the times, as we see if you look at the Sean Connery era and how that differentiates from the Roger Moore and how vastly apart that is from the Timothy Dalton tenure, for instance. He's a character that can change to suit the times. He can hop genres at times. We've had blaxploitation Bonds, we've had kung fu Bonds, we've had Jason Bourne Bond. He's a character that can really be adaptable, but it's about finding the niche for the audience at the time he's in.
Well, I was going to say, because, of course, now there's a vacancy. We know that. There's been so much speculation about what type of Bond the next one will be, how a new Bond could fit into a modern world. What sort of Bond would you like to see?
I think, to be honest, that the template has kind of already been set for us by the Kingsman series. I think if you aged up the character in the Kingsman series by 10 or 15 years, get a Richard Madden type or a Reggae Jean Page in there, I think there's room for something really swashbuckling and actiony again. And you can, again, adapt with the genres, whatever is, popular at the time. He's like, okay, a malleable character, making him more of an all-round adventurer type like the Kingsman archetype, I think, is the way to go with it.
And I know that Barbara Broccoli has said that she doesn't really fancy the idea of a female Bond, but do you think there ever will be a female Bond?
I mean, as the franchise itself said, never say never again. But I could see it being someone of actual diversity before it becoming a woman. But it's like Doctor Who. I think sooner or later, down the line, it could be another 50 years down the line, because this franchise will never die. Bond will carry on forever in some form or other. I could see sooner or later it will become a female character.
OK, I'm going to ask you the toughest question of all now. Who was the best Bond?
Oh, that's a difficult one, because it's like, who is versus who I enjoy the most. I mean, who is Connery, obviously, but who do I enjoy the most? I'm ashamed to admit I'm a Brosnan guy. I got a lot of stick for it.
Van Connor, thank you very much. All right, we are going to take a look at some more front pages.